Why does the same tiny arguments keep showing up in our marriages again and again? You ever found yourself in this full-blown debate about who left the toilet seat up or the dishes in the sink? Yeah, I've been there plenty of times, and somehow it turns out to be the fight of the century. But you know what? It's never about the toilet seat or the dishes. It's about what's underneath. In this episode, we're going to look at real practical ways to prevent daily arguments before they destroy the connection with your wife, and one shift that can change the whole tone of your entire home. Let me ask you this. What if the way you respond to your wife in the first 5 seconds could change everything? My name is Will Bridges, and this channel is built for men who want to be better than yesterday. Real talk, real tools, no lectures here. Just the truth about marriage and how to grow into the man and partner you want to be. We're covering 5 powerful ways to diffuse everyday arguments with the wife, plus a bonus truth that will give your marriage breathing room again. I'm going to share why your arguments aren't really about what you think, how your tone changes everything, and why pausing is powerful. We're also going to talk about how to make your spouse feel heard and how to build peace before conflict even starts. Each one includes a quick practice you can try alone or with your wife to create real change, not just good intentions. But before we dive in, write this in the comments or within your journal. What do we keep arguing about that's probably not the real issue? That reflection alone can shift the next 30 days of your relationship. Most couples think they're fighting about chores, tone of voice, or forgetfulness. But the real arguments usually come from unspoken needs like respect, feeling valued, or needing support. I remember a husband who snapped every time his wife reminded him about paying bills. It wasn't about the money though. It was about shame. He felt like he was failing as a provider, and her reminder hit the nerve big time. You know, behind every reoccurring argument is an unmet emotional need. If you identify that, the fight will lose its power. It's like seeing smoke and thinking that smoke is the problem, but the fire is somewhere deeper. You know, honestly, if you're a wife and if you're watching this, and if you want to grow alongside your husband in creating more peace, check out my brand new channel, I Will Be the Best Wife Ever. It's built for women who want the same thing: growth, some grace, and getting better together. Now, I want you to practice this. Take 10 minutes today and ask yourself, what's the real emotion behind our latest argument? Then write it down and share it with your spouse, not as blame, but as a reveal. Now, let's look at one small habit that instantly shifts the tone of any argument, even mid-flight. You can say all the right things, but if your tone is off, your words simply won't matter. Your spouse hears how you say something more than what you say. The next time tension rises, lower your tone, not sarcastically, just gently. Even a whispered, "Hey, let's reset this," can feel like an emotional rescue. Tone is the temperature of your message. If you cool it down, the atmosphere will change. It's like pouring cold water onto a boiling pot. You won't drown it, it's just to keep it from overflowing. I want you to practice this. Record yourself saying the same phrase 2 different ways, one with stress, the other with calm. Play it back and feel the difference. Then practice using the calm version during the next tense moment with your wife. That tone shift works best when paired with the next practice, the one thing that takes the pressure off of defensiveness. Arguments escalate fast because we react fast, but the couples who master peace, they pause, create a personal pause phrase, something like, "Can we reset this?" or "I need a moment so I don't say something I might regret." That pause buys you clarity and it shows maturity. Pausing is not weakness, it's wisdom in action. It's like pulling the emergency brake on a speeding train. 1 second later, and it might have derailed. Here's a practice activity for you and your spouse. Create a written list of 3 pause phrases you'll commit to using. Share them with your spouse so they know you're trying to protect the peace within the marriage, not avoid the conversation. Now, here's something that sounds simple, but when it's missing, makes every argument worse. Most arguments don't need solving. They need listening. When your spouse vents and you go into fix-it mode, it often shuts them down. But when you say, "I hear you," that sounds frustrating. You disarm the moment. Validation calms the storm. Solutions, they can wait. Think of it like catching someone who's falling. You don't lecture them at the time on balancing themselves. You catch them first. The next time your spouse vents, repeat back one key sentence they said without offering a solution, and say something like this: "That matters. I hear you." Finally, this last way to diffuse arguments doesn't even happen during the argument. It happens before the argument ever takes place. Peaceful marriages don't just stay peaceful by accident. They're built with habits that create emotional safety, such as consistent check-ins, small appreciation moments, prayer, or reflection time together. I knew a couple who spent just 5 minutes every morning checking in emotionally. It was awkward at first, but over time, it cut their weekly arguments in half. You don't have to fight fires when you prevent them. It's like sealing a roof before the rain. Peace doesn't fix storms. It prepares you for them. Now, I want you to practice this. Create a daily or a weekly ritual of checking in. Ask, "How are you doing this week emotionally?" Keep it light, but keep it honest. Silence can be powerful. Not cold, withdrawn silence, but wise silence. Sometimes the best response is no response at all, because not everything said in frustration needs a reply. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. It's like choosing not to open a spam email. You don't need to read it. You don't need to respond to it or let it crash your system. Now practice this. I want you to identify one recurring argument where your silence might say more than your defense. Next time it comes up, stay present. Don't say anything. Let the moment breathe. Let's recap. You're not arguing about what you think. Your tone matters more than your words. Pausing is powerful. Feeling heard matters more than being right. And peace is built before conflict. And the bonus truth, you don't have to show up to every fight. If any of this helped you, leave a comment. Share it with someone who needs peace today. And if you're serious about growing together, not just fixing fights, I encourage you to check out the I Will Be the Best Wife Ever. It's the companion space for women who want to lead with love, wisdom, and with strength. And if you want to reflect daily on your growth as a partner, be sure to get the I Will Be My Best Today journal. The link is in the description below, because better marriages are built one day at a time. So go ahead and subscribe for more insights into marriage. Let's grow, let's heal, let's be better than yesterday.